What's cracking, everybody, and welcome to episode 249 of the Good Kraken podcast. I am one of your hosts today, Ernell Pearson, alongside the inevitable one, Devin Brevin, the dude. What's happening, dog?
Hi, I am the world's greatest me.
I am the creator.
This coffee's still hot.
I was talking about during our meeting, like the Twitter page where it's like it talks about like best movie quotes, but it's really just like them making up a fake quote about the character saying the name of the movie. I saw it. Someone's tweet that was like, "What am I? Some kind of the creator?"
So, bro,
This is just you like times 10 laughing at their own jokes.
Dude, that Twitter page is so good. Like, who am I? Forrest Gump?
It's hard to imagine a social space that like is just full of people with your sense of humor, because
Man.
your sense of humor, it's either really funny or it's just like, why
Dog
are you
shit,
speaking?
right? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
And this is that dog shit moment. That's what this is right now.
Sometimes I wonder why God gave me this gift. You know what I mean? Like the Lords above, they smiled down upon me and they said,
Is it a gift or is it a curse?
"It is both. Nay, comrade, 'tis both." Devin, how was your week, my friend?
It's going good. I quit my job at Amazon.
Let's fucking go, baby. Yep, let's go.
Last night I worked a show. Long story short, my boss at this venue is also my landlord.
Yes.
oh, wow.
So I started referring to her as me lord last night,
Dude, I have a coworker like that too.
and everybody else started doing it to her because I was doing it to her. It was hilarious.
So
That's hilarious.
one of my employees at work, he has a certificate as a lord of Irish land. So him and his wife own like a 5 foot by 5 foot plot of land in Ireland. they give
Great.
you
What are they gonna do? Put up a sign?
Yeah, that's what I said. They give you a certificate for it, and it says Lord Richard blah blah blah. Right? I don't want to dox him or anything.
This is like that dumb like infomercial bullshit. You can be a lord too.
No,
Would you like to have a star with your name on it?
Pretty much fucking is. And I told him that. He's like, "No, I know. It's just funny to say that." And so like I changed his name in my in my phone to Lord Haas. So his nickname is Haas. That was like his military nickname. So every time I pick up the phone for his phone call, I call him my lord. Oh my god. Devin, Jesus Christ, man. What was that, dude? Somebody clip that shit. I need a close-up shot of Devin just deep throating that fucking slice of pizza right now. Like, did it spank you and say you're a bad girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. Well, we also have the man who's not deep throating a pizza right now. It is Good Kraken's very own. That's right, baby. We got him. It is
One of these days, you're just gonna say D, and it's just gonna, and that's it.
That's true. That's true.
D.
It's not even gonna be an audible D. It's gonna be like
DJ, how's your week going, Doggy Dog?
Dude, it's going all right. You know, I'm ready for this fall break I'm about to have. So I'm just gonna try to get everything done before then. Hopefully, I don't have too much to do.
Just chill,
Holiday.
just chillax. You know what I'm saying?
I want to chill, man. I realized
chilling.
I was talking to my friend today because I messaged him. He lives in New York, so I was messaging him about the flooding, and we were catching up about life. And I was telling him, about, I'm just going through school and shit. I only got one more semester. He's like, "Yeah, man, dude, it sounds you just need a vacation.
Yeah.
Like you're due for one." And I'm like, I realized, like, yeah, dude, the whole summer I've just been in. Like, I didn't have anything to do, but I've just been at home. I haven't gone anywhere. Like, I'm due for like I don't know, some trip so I can hang loose.
I mean, you're not wrong, man. I mean, like, fucking college kids need fucking vacations too. You know what I mean? Like, you got.
And I
keep at home
haven't
all
really
the
been
time.
on one.
nah.
The only time
You're
I've been on
fine with
one-
your avocado toast and your iPhones.
Okay.
The only time I actually went somewhere and just participated in anything was I was in San Antonio like last year. in like March for spring break, but it was only like a few days, like just drinking and just having fun. But no, I haven't like fucking went out to just hang loose.
So what's the first thing you think you're gonna do for fall break? What's the first thing you got in your mind?
Sleep.
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hell fucking yeah.
It's always the
Doggy
first
dog.
thing. Sleep.
Let's get that.
Second thing,
Catch those Z's. You know what I'm saying?
sleep again. Third thing, sleep more.
You can stay up till 3 a.m. Sleep some more.
Sleep. Yeah, just sleep through the day.
Jesus Christ, man,
Permanently.
your sleep schedules get so fucked up when you're not doing school.
Yeah, cause like everybody's on the fucking West Coast, man. Oh, I hate all of you fuckers.
Man, that's crazy. It's almost like you
So
gotta
bad. Like
almost like
I
you
have
gotta
to,
move
I
out
have
here.
to like,
You know what I'm saying?
I have
You
to
gotta
stay
move
up
out here.
until 2 a.m. because you guys. Oh, now it's midnight now, but you know I
Crazy,
can
man.
stay up
I
for an extra
mean-
hour, and I'm like, all of a sudden it's 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. and like,
I mean, listen, man.
now
we
that's
gotta-
when you
To be fair,
to be fair,
only 3 of us are on the West Coast.
I mean, it's still
Yeah, but I
enough.
have other-
It's
I have
half
other
our team.
friends-
You know what I'm saying? It's half
I have
our team.
other friends that don't include y'all. Okay, they're on other different time zones.
Maybe
But
you
there's
should
some
move
friends
to the West
that I have
Coast.
on the East Coast that just stay up late regardless. So
Yeah,
Um,
no, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, like
with
we do have a university here. Like you could transfer. You know what I'm saying? You could just like start.
I've never heard of y'all's university. So I don't know.
PSU. I mean, we got the Oregon
University
Ducks,
of Oregon?
Oregon Ducks. You know what
I don't know,
mean?
man. I
Hello?
don't want to leave the SEC, bro. The SEC has some great football games.
The
I don't know what-
SEC. Yeah,
But
they
the
got,
Oregon
they got some
Ducks,
good
it's
teams.
like-
They got some good teams over there. I can't even.
At least Oregon
They
Ducks
get-
is like one of the better teams.
They are. They are.
They are. That's true. But you can't beat an LSU football game, man. Our stadium is bigger than most NFL stadiums.
It
Go
is.
Tigers.
It is. Yeah, go Tigers. Well, if you decide
Stadium
to,
to be in as well.
if you ever decide to
football.
move over here, Devin has space for someone. You can.
Do I? Not right
Yeah.
now. No, I
Not
don't.
really. I think I just fucking gave Devin space up for.
Yeah,
offer.
Devin has his whole room, dude. His whole room
Yeah,
he
dude, it's
sleeps in.
crazy,
Yeah, that's
man.
for
You
that's
can-
for
you
that's
can-
for rent. Man.
You can stream on his
You can
computer,
sleep in
you know
his
what I'm saying?
bed, stream on his computer,
Yeah,
play
dude,
play
it's
with his fake guitars in the background.
Yeah, dude.
All
You
green
could,
screen.
you could share his pizza with him. You know what I'm saying? Actually,
Yeah.
you could be Devin. You could just be Devin.
Yeah,
You could
it
wear
could
his
be, it
skin.
could be.
Yeah.
Hey.
Um,
I'm still the world's greatest.
World's
me.
Hey,
greatest
that is true.
me.
That is true. And you guys at home are the world's greatest you, because today we're talking all about some really, really fun stuff, because this is the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and soon have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
yeah.
Thank you, DJ. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. DJ.
Prime Gaming.
And we would
Gaming
love
Prime.
for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you that are listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there.
Review.
5 stars. So, Devin, we have some captain's orders, my friend. Guys, DJ and Garrick last night did a stream of Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, and that will be live on YouTube tonight. Once I get back home from my nephew's birthday party, I'll be getting that uploaded and whatnot. But you guys can catch that over there. DJ, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was a great time, dude. Fucking we were like, dude, we can't. It was like we were reaching the hour 30 mark, and we're like, we still haven't seen Idris yet. We have to make it till we see Idris.
Yeah,
and
of
we
course,
did
of
the
course.
little tiny sequence, and then we got it done.
Hey,
So,
there we
yeah.
go, baby. That's obviously the most important part of Phantom Liberty, not the
But
gameplay.
it is the intro to Phantom Liberty has to be one of the best intros to an expansion or
I like
fucking
that. I
game.
like that, dude. I haven't
Dude,
fired
even
that
me
up
going
yet.
it for the second time, like it was Garrick's first time seeing it, but it was me for the second time. It feels epic, dude. Like,
That makes me feel good. I'm excited. I'm
You
excited.
know, IGN interviewed Idris Elba for this, right? And the guy interviewing Idris was like, "Hey, so how does it make you feel knowing that people are gonna make mods so they can have sex with your character?" And he was like, "Wait, they can do that?" Like in
Of course.
the interview,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
so
Of course
funny.
they are. They absolutely are. You know what I'm saying? I
He's
already
like,
found it. You know what I
he
mean?
like kind of like just stared off, and he's just like, "I don't know."
Good for him, man. Good for him. You know what I'm saying? But also good for you guys because we are right around the corner. Actually, just a day or two away. Technically a day. It's tomorrow. From the good old annual Cracktober celebration. That's right. All of October, every year, Good Kraken, us, and you guys celebrate the wonderful, wonderful month of Halloween by giving you guys all the horror content that you guys want to hear about. So we spend almost all of our content talking horror stuff, horror subjects, all the spoopies, getting into the deep, dark, evil, wonderful things that we all love in video games and movies. And we talk about it with you guys for the entire month. We do have some things that won't be quite Cracktober, like next weekend we're going to be reviewing Ahsoka because the finale is next Tuesday. The following Tuesday we're going to be doing a review of Kraven the Hunter. But most of the rest of the month is going to be very, very Cracktober driven. So we hope you guys are prepared for that. Anyways, though, in the meantime, Devin, can you tell the people at home what we're getting into next?
Yeah. Don't try to be me because I'm already the world's greatest me. So therefore, you gotta protect your neck because we're going into the gallows.
the gallows.
Guys, today for the gallows, me, Devin, and DJ are giving you our official review of The Creator, the new sci-fi hit. Oh boy, am I excited to talk
was
about
bad.
this with you guys. It was terrible, terrible, terrible fucking movie. As a future
Didn't cry at
war,
all.
as a future war between the human race and artificial intelligence rages on, ex-Special Forces agent Joshua is recruited to hunt down and kill the Creator, the elusive architect of advanced AI. The Creator has developed a mysterious weapon that has the power to end the war and all of mankind. As Joshua and his team of elite operatives venture into enemy-occupied territory, they soon discover the world-ending weapon is actually an AI in the form of a young child. Released September 29th, 2023, directed by Gareth Edwards, the director of Rogue One. The affamed Rogue One. Very, very good movie.
And Godzilla.
And Godzilla 2014.
2014.
Yep. Very, very good movie, too. Except for after Bryan Cranston. Music by Hans Zimmer, because boy, oh boy, did he fucking go off on the music for this one. Jesus.
Zimmer.
This soundtrack is fucking nuts, man. A budget of $80 million. A sci-fi movie with a small budget of $80 million. And a box office of $5.6 million so far. And a runtime of 2 hours and 15 minutes. Guys, the Bechdel test is a measurement of the representation of women in film and other fiction. The test asks whether a work features at least two women who talk to each other about something other than a man for more than 1 minute of screen time. Does Creator pass the Bechdel test? It does not.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
definitely does not.
Yeah, and that's why we hate this film, guys.
Yeah, actually, yeah. 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10.
This is a negative 3 out of 10. It's actually worse than Malignant in my eyes.
Oh, Jesus. Don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Don't say that, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? That's rough. That's real rough.
This is worse than The Division 2.
Why is that not working for me right now? There we go. Okay. I was wanting to get my fucking life together here. Let's see. Okay, so some fun facts for you guys here. All right, so we have. I'm gonna go ahead and play the fucking trailer for you guys at home. There we go. We have, firstly, Gareth Edwards tried to make this film as traditionally as possible. In preparation for filming, he visited a virtual reality studio and was convinced by seeing a poster explaining the process of filmmaking on the wall. Upon inquiring why such an obvious poster was on the wall, Edwards was shocked to find out that it was over 100 years old. Edwards then decided to take a different approach and talked the studio into letting him film without green screen and filming on location using smaller cameras, using guerrilla filming techniques, employing industrial light and magic, and then adding in the sci-fi elements later. So most of this was filmed practically. That is fucking
Very
nuts.
cool.
And on location.
Yeah, and
Yep,
on
that
location.
is
fucking
very fucking cool.
nuts, dude. Along with that, the film was shot on the Sony FX3, an entry-level full-frame cinema camera. So the question of, why does this movie look, like that? That's why. Because this movie was filmed on a super, super fucking small movie camera for all, intents and purposes, and very impressive in the side of things. But Gareth Edwards re-teamed with several crew members from Rogue One for this project, including co-writer Chris Weitz, casting director Gina J, and cinematographer Greg Fraser, though Fraser's commitments to Dune Part 2 prevented him from being actively involved after pre-production, with Oren Sofer serving as the main cinematographer during the film's production. The film also co-stars Ken Watanabe, who appeared in Edwards' Godzilla from 2014. And then lastly here, the creator is 9-year-old Madeleine Yuna Voiles' first on-screen role. And I'm sure we're going to be getting into it, but holy fuck, dude. Anyways, guys, let us dive into this here. We have a phenomenal sci-fi movie to talk about here. Like, this is going to be a really, really cool conversation for us to have because we don't really talk about sci-fi movies all the time. And so this is going to be a good opportunity to dig into each other's brains on this movie here. And I'm excited to finally do it. Devin, my friend, what were your top-level thoughts of The Creator?
My toppiest of levelest of thoughts are going to start with, this reaffirms sci-fi as like my favorite genre. That's what I'm going to start this conversation today.
Okay.
I mean, like I've loved sci-fi growing up. Like like to the point like Looper and Interstellar are two of my favorite movies, right?
Yep.
So just to give an idea, but straight up, I think I was the one that was first hyped about this movie in our camp.
Yes, very much so. You had this on the spotlight for a hot minute. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was very excited to see this movie. The moment I saw the trailer with the music that they used in it and the frame by frame shots that they did, I wanted to see this movie right away. The movie being shot on a Sony FX3, I think did it so much justice. The cinematography is great. The colorways that they use, the set pieces, the location, the visual effects. I honestly don't have a single complaint about any of that in this movie. Not saying this movie is perfect, but like everything was like believable, Everybody killed it on their performances. The only person that seemed stiff as a board to me, actually, what's her name? The lieutenant.
Oh,
fucking. I gotta look at the cast.
I feel like it was Rogers. Yeah. I was looking at this earlier. Allison Janney as Howl.
Yeah, Howl was a little bit stiff as a board to me.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Which I feel like I've been seeing that more and more lately in movies. Just some like characters kind of like that. A little disappointing. But yeah, the story is good. It is a father-daughter style story, like through and through.
Sure.
And I'm really interested to hear your take on this and how this made you feel, Ernell, because I thought about you a lot through this movie. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it follows a ex forces agent named Joshua. He is recruited again to go and hunt down the creator, and this is a story of pretty much him going through with this with his own agenda, pretty much just using this
Yeah.
to combat his own agenda, and his struggle with it, and him learning to accept things for what they are instead of just like his idea. Uh, and I really liked it. I shed a tear at the end of the movie a couple times. Yeah.
Sure. Sure, man. DJ, your top level thoughts of the creator.
Dude, it's good. I thoroughly enjoyed myself because I didn't expect a lot coming in, because from what I saw from the trailers, because I usually just saw it through the previews of like other films we've seen throughout the year. I didn't think it was gonna be a lot, but the way this film is shot and the way Gareth Edwards lends himself into creating this world and how he went about it
He is the
was just
creator.
and like and how he shot the film and they edited it to the final cut, and then they added the VFX afterward, saved him so much money and saved the VFX artist a lot of time.
Mhm.
um it it's shocking how a film like this is a fraction of a budget of like other big blockbuster films, and is able to convince me more that this world is real than any other film that came out this year or in the last like 3 years.
Yeah.
Like it, Gareth Edwards always has a great sense of scale. Like the scale in this movie, like you'll see shit, you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like in your brain, you're like, that's nuts. Like it's crazy, like looking architecture, but it feels realistic. It's like I there's like the suspension of disbelief. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It stays there. Nothing takes you out of that.
On that belief scale, if there's ever a Cyberpunk 2077 movie or TV show, Gareth Edwards has to do it.
He has to, because the way that it's made, it's just
Hmm.
this world feels lived in, and there's an air about this movie that I don't think I've felt in like a long time. This movie feels very familiar in the sense of like the movies of old. You know,
Mm-hmm.
It's like
you guys get what I'm
kinda
like.
kind of like Blade
It is
Runner.
that. Yeah, like like classic Blade Runner, or like just movies from 90s 90s movies, or like maybe even older. It also kind of reminds me of like Akira Kurosawa films, like old like Japanese cinema, in certain ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he takes a lot of inspiration from those as well, as do many other directors. This movie feels so. This feels like a classic, dude. I don't know how
Yeah.
to say that.
Sure.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
It feels like we're gonna be talking. I'm gonna be talking about this movie for a long time, or like at least have an inherent thought about it, like in the back of my mind. You know,
Mm-hmm.
This
Devin.
movie is kind of like with the cultural feeling to it.
Could you turn your gain up or move your mic
Yeah, yeah.
closer to? Yeah.
With the cultural feeling of it, it kind of almost has a similar sense of like Baldur's Gate 3. Like it's gonna be compared in that way, at least for me.
Yeah, like it's gonna be the talking point, like that
Hmm.
that bar setter. You know what I mean? Because the fact that he's able to do this the CGI and the visual effects do not look uncanny. They don't look like weird. And this movie's budget's $80 million. And I know it's like, oh, it's only 80 million. But we looked at other blockbuster movies that's come out this year. They have over 150, 200, 200 million, 300 million. I think The Flash was like 400 almost. Or no, it was 200 something. But like, there's other movies like, I mean, Avatar 2 looked great, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was like 400 million. It reminds me of old James Cameron's films.
Okay.
Like pre Avatar James Cameron.
I can see that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Dude, we're getting this movie and Dune 2 in the same year.
What?
And I was just about to say, like, I was gonna bring that conversation over to Dune in a second, but I just want to say, like, also, I enjoyed everyone's performance, the cinematography on a Sony FX3. That's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
And of course, this film is separated between acts, and there'll be like a title screen, title card, which gives it that old classic movie feel, you know, kind of like in Sisu.
Yeah.
But I think this is just done just way better. The representation is great. I think I was telling you guys I was hyped about hearing Vietnamese.
Like actual Vietnamese, yeah.
Actual Vietnamese. And remember when Howell spoke Vietnamese? There was a scene, I know you guys can't really pick up on Vietnamese.
Sure.
But you know, there was a scene where there was one of the bots dying.
I think I know this one, and she was
speaking Vietnamese, and then there's another person speaking Vietnamese, and then she gives up the deets, and then you realize it's Howell speaking that foreign language, and then offs the robot.
Yeah.
Like says thank you, offs the robot. She was speaking Vietnamese. Howell was speaking, the actor who's playing her, like she was speaking Vietnamese, and you know what's funny? I knew it was off. Like that scene, I knew that it was off because her Vietnamese was broken.
Okay.
It was in an accent that felt weird. I was like, it's not a northern accent.
She
it
spoke it like a white person trying to speak Vietnamese, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And I was like, it made so much, and I was like, oh my God, that's so great. You know, they didn't just dub it over with like, you know, some other person. Like, I'm pretty sure maybe that actress had to learn a little bit of Vietnamese because what she learned is northern dialect, I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
Because the way she pronounced things. But it was like, you know when someone's like, oh, can you say something in your language? Like, what? Say something, and then like
they're like,
or can you teach me a word? Can you teach me a word to say? And then they like you tell them, and they try to repeat it back to you, but like they can't get the actual like cadence down.
Right.
It sounds like that, and I was like, I knew it. I was like, this is sick. Like I knew something was weird. But there's other points that they took this. So in this world, the future, all the Asian countries come together and form the Republic of New Asia, and so they do this thing where it's almost like in Tekken, where all the Asian people in this film they speak their own language and they all understand each other.
Yeah.
Like Ken Watanabe is speaking Japanese to his right hand man or right hand woman, and she spoke Vietnamese back to him.
Yeah,
and they're
there's
like
this sort of like like pigeon in the islands. It's like there's like this
I wish
thing.
Xander went to see this because I'm pretty sure there was Thai. It was definitely Thai in the film.
Thai, Cambodian, Laotian, Vietnamese, and that's as much as I like know for sure. You know what I mean? Which is awesome.
And
that's
Japanese
awesome.
because of Ken and someone else.
Yeah.
But that made me feel really happy because it sucks to only hear Vietnamese being spoken in a film that like only deals with like the Vietnam War. Like I'm tired of like hearing like Vietnamese only in that context.
Yeah.
You know, but I will say it's not necessarily about the Vietnam War, but there are themes
it's
that
still about war.
It's still about war,
that are
but
very much basically the Vietnam War.
Yeah,
specifically.
basically,
Yeah.
in essence, it is very similar, or it is a commentary on that. Um, but it's still cool hearing it, and even it's not even in a conflict setting. Sometimes, like
Sure.
they're playing cards, and you hear Vietnamese, like the lady that has the cyberware, or like uh
You mean the hot
the
Japanese
one.
robot girl? Yeah.
Like
She's
I
not
said,
Japanese.
like I said, he has to
Cyberpunk.
do a cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
He
Yeah,
You look like a
has
fucking
to.
cyberpunker, dude.
The
Jesus.
cyberpunk looking lady, she's actually Vietnamese. She speaks Vietnamese.
Oh, there you go. There you go, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, she's Vietnamese. She speaks Vietnamese in the film. Like, and I
Mm-hmm.
caught it because when she was ordering ice cream, she speaks Vietnamese.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Ordering
That's
ice cream.
right.
Yeah, and then when she picks it up from the door before the fight scene, she's also speaking in Vietnamese then too. So it's really sick. It's super cool hearing Vietnamese in that sense. And the first person to be in cyberware it's Vietnamese on the big screen. It's Vietnamese,
Let's go,
so that's
baby.
a
Let's
W.
go.
That's a W. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and then like it's an emotional film, but I didn't start really crying until like the end.
Sure.
Like it all built up to that end, and the tears flew right when that happened. You know, and the way I just want more of this world, but I know that this is perfect on its own. This film is perfect, just set in stone where it is. But it is so interesting how Gareth Edwards built this world and
Yeah.
showed it to us. And I want to know more about it. And there's like he does all this implied world building, implied storytelling that makes you question everything about this world. Like, oh, how did this happen? How did this happen? Like, why are they doing this and that? You're just curious.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my top level thoughts.
All right,
When
man.
does this move? Did this launch worldwide? The other day, or is
I'm
this?
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was an international release. It
Okay.
might just be starting in the U.S., but who knows? You can look into it if you'd like. Yeah, man. So this movie kind of gives me a little bit of whiplash, a little bit, because this is a movie that I think is thoroughly impressive in so many different ways. But I do feel like this movie's not perfect. That it has some stuff to it that I feel it is kind of suffers from the writing side of things, where there's some inconsistencies. The movie kind of breaks its own rules every here and there. Let me start with the stuff that I had some issues with, okay, and then I can get to the bombastic, crazy, wild, fucking good stuff that this movie walks away from. The movie, like I said, kind of consistently breaks its own rules every here and there. They establish some stuff in the story, and then they kind of don't really follow suit with it as the story plays along. I mean, like, realistically speaking, we're talking about the only black man in all of New Asia, and nobody can find this fucking guy. Like, nobody's, like, we got one dude who reported this dude the entire movie. Like, he looks so out of place. Like, I know
Man,
this dude would have been caught a long time ago.
Be a superhero.
No, for sure,
for
sure, 100%, 100%. It's just like there's some things here that like that feel inconsistent to me. Like I couldn't understand if the Nomad was up in space or down on Earth. Like they kind of consistently do this weird editing thing where it was going up and down, and then it's always there.
It's so big, it
always
looks
present.
like it's close to the Earth.
And that's kind of what I scratched it up to was like, this is the Death Star.
Yeah.
It's just there.
yeah,
it's
the Death
always
Star, yeah.
there, you know? And like no matter what its scale is in comparison to everything else, it's there. It's the big bad thing in the sky. You just kind of have to deal with it. And I would just like, suspend some disbelief, and that's fine. My big thing here, go ahead.
To add on to the being the only black guy in Asia, it's 2066, dude. They don't see color.
You know what? Honestly,
This dude's got wanted signs all over the
since
fucking place.
AI was introduced in like the 40s or something, like the 20s or 30s of America. That's how they established that in the film.
Yeah.
Maybe racism just stopped.
Yeah, maybe it just didn't exist
maybe
that
racism
way.
just stopped.
They just stopped
You know what
thinking
I
about it. No, I mean, like, I suppose my biggest grievance of this movie is the movie's very like tell don't show in a lot of different ways. Like when they do show, it looks fucking sick, right? And like I'll get there here in a second. But they do a lot of exposition in this movie that doesn't allow John David Washington, the son of the great Denzel Washington, phenomenal fucking actors here. It doesn't allow his character to really like discover anything on his own. It's just constantly people telling him what's going on around him. Like I remember noting them saying that this kid's the most advanced AI I've ever seen, right? And then he goes somehow, the homie goes to do an in-depth explanation somehow of saying she's going to age and be able to control everything. And I'm just like, how'd you get that from looking at her ear hole? I just don't understand like that. And then there's like,
or no, he's a science guy.
Exactly. There's that's the problem that I was having with this. It's like, another one that I noted, you know, the nuclear bomb was a human coding error. Your wife was.
Sorry to interrupt Good Kraken's very own review of 2023's creator. Right here at this moment, at this exact cut, the reason why my face is on the screen in front of you, or you're hearing me audibly in your ear holes instead of all three of us, including me, DJ, and that shithead Ernell, he did a big no DJ move, and he gave out some spoilers. So we're going to save you from the spoilers, and we're going to cut ahead. Now, thank you for listening to a story about our idiot friend, Ernell.
Rate us 5 stars.
5-star man.
Was that spoilers? Was that a spoiler?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's like a whole plot point in the film.
Did I just DJ? I'm sorry.
Yes,
My bad.
My bad.
What the hell?
My bad, dude. Guys, I'll scratch that out for you guys. Thankfully we only have one viewer right now. I'll cut that. The Alfie thing, right? Like they keep Alfie. When you find out who Alfie is, it's people telling him all the time what is happening around him, like why that's important, and it's like big story beats, big things that are kind of like, that's a big reveal. That's a big reveal. That's a big reveal. And it's just like someone like telling him that that's what's happening. And I was kind of like, what can we just have our boy like go and like see a thing and like be like, oh fuck, himself? Like can he experience his fucking self?
No, they already did that. Nope.
Yeah, no, pretty much. I know. And like I don't know. I mean, like there's just like some little tiny things that I noted while I was, you know, going through the movie and stuff, like my afterthoughts after the movie. That was kind of like I feel like that there's just some things that they could have just done better exposition wise, some things like story beat wise that could have like, you know, played out a little bit better. I mean, like the first 5 minutes of the movie where he's like saying, I'm undercover.
That was stupid.
I'm undercover. And he's like yelling it in a phone. I'm like, stop. Just stop. Like you don't need to say
like
anything.
They know you are, dude. You don't have to keep saying it.
That's not the point, dude. Like Jesus, man. Anyways, though, on some good notes, because that's kind of like, you know, the core issues that I had throughout the movie. On some good notes here, this movie's extravagant in every other way possible. Every other way. Like obviously we talked at length so far already of the cinematography in this fucking movie. This movie is stunning. Fucking stunning. The cinematography is beautiful. The color grading is fucking beautiful. The fact that this was filmed on a Sony FX3 is insanity to me.
And on location, dog.
On location, dude. And like
fucking crazy.
Someone needs to find who worked on the CG in this movie and give them fucking awards, because they found the perfect color grade to make all of their CG that they created look in world. And it's insane.
It looks insane.
It's insane, like,
dude.
Typically in CG stuff, we find like
like shit that's not like fully real. Like you can't make like the Ground Zero in Los Angeles,
right?
Or Nomad,
right?
Or the space shuttle,
right?
That goes to Nomad, like. That's nuts.
See, that's what I was gonna say, is that like typically in sci-fi stuff, if we're filming practically on site or have moments of like shooting a scene of an actual in real life place and they put CG on it, there's a little bit of uncanny valley there, right? Like it feels out of place just to an extent. And this felt like the entire movie was done in CG because it all blended perfectly together. Like this
Yeah,
movie is a
dude, it felt like a
fucking
video game cutscene every
for
time.
real every single time. This movie is a piece of art, dude. Like in like the visual spectacle of this movie, it's incredibly well put together, and just they just tied the bow on the fucking top of this movie as a gift, man. DJ, go ahead.
I mean,
Oh, I was gonna say, dude, like, the cinematography in this film, you could freeze frame like anywhere into
Yeah.
wallpaper. I
Yeah.
swear,
Yeah.
it's a wallpaper. Each frame was crafted like just set up so well, and I'm like, there's no way, like, there's no fucking way, like it can look this good. Like I thought this was me watching it, I didn't even know it was $80 million budget until
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, dude, they must spend so much money. I was like, there's just so much money right now.
Nope.
And then just to find out it's 80 mil, I'm like,
yeah.
jaws on the floor.
I don't think we talked about it, but to accompany the cinematography of this movie, which I do think is going to get talked about in the next year or two, like people are definitely going to talk about this.
Sure.
Yeah.
The sound design.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This movie sounded fucking good in IMAX.
Yeah.
This movie sounded
It sounded
really
so good in
good in
IMAX.
IMAX. Like I mean, that's a big part of sci-fi, right? Like sound design along with the visual spectacle, those things work in tandem, and all of this was believable. The robot voices in this were fucking
Top notch.
dope
And
as
I
shit,
loved,
dude.
I loved how they got like different actors and actresses to portray these robots and stuff too, because like it gave life to those robots. Like it really did, because
Yeah,
like
I think they had gray suits for the ones with the robots. They had
yeah,
gray suits on.
Yeah,
And then they
there's
it up.
there's obviously a lot to love in this, as far as it looking beautiful and sounding beautiful. The world building, I think, is probably my favorite part of this movie, because the world building of this is just out of this fucking world. All
it makes so much sense. It's so believable. It is so believable.
They just put it together really well. It's like they establish the world that we're living in the very, very beginning, in that perfect, awesome, beautiful, like pre-prologue thing, with like the video montage thing of what happened prior to the world collapsing, basically. And then they set up the world. Every single scene, they're setting up the world in such a way that like it feels like it is lived in, like was DJ was saying. Like this world feels real, and we understand where we are. I mean, like the prospect of like using like environmental storytelling too. There's like the background scenes that say like donate your likeness and stuff like that to the AI stuff. Like that sort of visual storytelling is perfect for world building, and they were doing it left and fucking right. Like you were just picking up like, oh, that's what robots do here. That's what robots do here. That's what people do here. And it made for wonderful storytelling there. DJ, your hand was up.
Yeah, I was gonna go back and say, because it popped out of my mind. I was gonna say it earlier, but this movie is PG-13.
It is, yes.
Really?
It's PG-13, and that's why you see some when bullets hit, it sparks, during the raid, right? The initial, not the initial raid, but the other one. You see blood on the scientists afterward instead of like right when they get shot.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, like, I know this is the final cut, but there might be an R-rated cutout somewhere. So it looks like it could have been.
Come to find out,
there's also a 5-hour cut of the movie before.
That's literally what I was going to say. There's a 5-hour cut, and there's people on Reddit that have worked on this movie that were saying, yeah, this movie was originally 5 hours. They trimmed down a lot. There's actually a lot of stuff that they originally were going to do story wise that they ended up actually just saying like, that not for this.
Probably would have helped the pacing of the film too. But
a little bit, yeah. I mean, a bit of that second act was a little bit slower than I was hoping for, and like the pacing.
I felt like Alfie and Josh's relationship kind of just fostered just pretty fast.
It did. Like there was it definitely felt like there was some stuff there that could have done a little bit better. But that goes to show my last couple thought processes here. The moving from the world building and stuff, I do feel like the acting in this is great. They did awesome. It's not perfect. There are some people, like the bad guy, I feel like could have been done a little bit better. But she is purely just a bad guy for the sake of being a bad guy, and like, you know, take that for what you will. That's either a great thing or a bad thing, whatever. But I think what is cool about it is that this movie is so anti-US Army. It's fucking hilarious. This movie,
It's anti-war for sure.
yeah, this movie
Anti-war film.
is anti-US Army invading your place unabashedly in every way, shape, and form.
And closer to that, I think it's like an like Afghanistan film.
Very
Like,
much so, because it very much is using the concept of like the potential made
you
up,
have
like,
yeah, you have the super weapon over there, and we're trying to find it, and you know we know you have it, and all we got to do is destroy the super weapon, and the world's war's over.
because here's the deal. Did you guys think about this? There's not a single scene in which we see the AI attacking anybody. Yeah,
No.
the AI are just constantly being attacked, all the time, and so like it's this sort of like really interesting sort of thought piece on like the aspects of war and how the U.S. Army handles those situations, and us as sort of like the third party of seeing that stuff happen. They did a good job of doing that.
Quote. He's like, you know what will happen to the West when we win this war? Nothing.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
That was like that's a sick quote.
It's a definitely really good, you know, flash forward to what they're talking about. And then lastly, the one I want to talk about here. Holy shit. Madeleine Yuna, dude. This fucking 9-year-old kid, this 9-year-old girl in her first role, technically, ever. She was
Nothing else on IMDb.
fucking,
Just the creator.
Not even a picture. There's not even a picture that exists.
Not
This
even a
is her
fucking picture,
first
dog. Not even a
piece
headshot.
of acting she's ever done, dude. Was incredible. Like they somehow like fit it in a way for her to be able to take on the emotional impact of this entire movie alone, dude, because like she is like so good. I don't know about you guys. I know Devin mentioned earlier, I fucking cried at the end. I fucking cried at the end of this movie, and it wasn't because of John David Washington's moment. It was because of the moment with him and her. You know what I'm saying? Because like this movie was perfect in getting this little girl to establish in a role that, like Devin said, this movie kind of starts to turn into The Last of Us a little bit, and like the father daughter, like, I'm gonna carry you with me as we go to this place, and now we're establishing a relationship like this, was done perfectly in this fucking movie for all intents and purposes. There is some relationship flow that they kind of obviously broke apart when in post, that you can kind of tell that there's some conversations that should have been had, and I think it's between the truck scene to the city is where I think they probably did the biggest cuts.
That was where most of the parts were cut off, because I think there was like a lot more to that road trip than we actually physically saw. Because like by the time they get to the city, him and her are very kind of like, I love you, I'm gonna take care of you, and like they're very close. There was a montage. It felt like it was supposed to seem like it takes them a long time to get to the city. So I'm pretty sure there might have been some more scenes that were cut. Just
over 400 miles away.
Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, I mean, like, I just wanted to make sure that I paid the respects to, you know, Madeleine being, you know, the fucking star of this movie, honestly.
I want to see if she continues this acting career, and if Gareth Edwards makes a cyberpunk movie, she better be the main character.
Fucking
whenever that happens,
give it to her, man. I'm telling you, dude.
Give it to her.
She
felt through a whole range of emotions, from just being a fucking robot to an absolute, like, living, breathing, like, grieving child. Like, that's insane to me, how much range she has at such a young age. It's incredible.
Yeah, right. It just, she was just unreal. Like I know that we have like a big appreciation for child actors, and like we've talked at length many a times, I'm sure, of, you know, Stranger Things when that first season came out, and like, you know, the kids were great. We talked at length about, you know, tons of other movies that have kids in them. I mean, we have the new Exorcist movie coming out here pretty soon with 2 little girls in it that I'm sure are gonna fucking kill it. Like, there's a good child actor can make or break your fucking movie, man. And she made this fucking movie for me. Like John David Washington, cool. Like he was fine in Tenet. You know, like he has some work that's all right for him. He's not his dad to me, you know, personally speaking.
Yeah.
But she takes this fucking home for me. That she is the reason I will be thinking about this movie 10 years from now. On top of the fact that this movie, like DJ was saying, feels like an early 2000s hit. Like this movie, I'll get to you here in a second, DJ, so I can pass the ball here. This movie feels like it came out when District 9 came out. This movie feels like it came out when Elysium came out. Yeah.
Or like it has that Looper District 9 feel to it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to take my vape hit. DJ, go ahead. Your hand was up.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, John David Washington, which is really funny because if you watch the movie, it's also a joke in and of itself. But he is supposed to be the lead actor, but he's kind of like the vehicle, and Madeline is driving it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is funny because, you know, in the film, he doesn't really like drive the truck. She fucking does the little hand motion,
the hand thing, you know, like the
drives it for him.
Dude. Yeah,
so you know what I mean. So you know, John's just there to get her from A to B, or like, you know, have the means to get to A to B, and then Madeline just takes them there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. No, for sure. Yeah, that's 100% correct. It's just like my thing that I struggle with this movie is just like the little tiny story bits, right? Because like everything else is fucking phenomenal. I just like every once in a while it would take me out, and I'd be like, why? Like if like wasn't she made to do this thing to Nomad? Why are we just like putting a bomb on the thing? You know what I mean? Like there's little tiny things like that I'm kind of like.
They explain the reason why she couldn't do that.
I know, but it's like and I know it kind of comes down into, you know, what's his face, like, one day, blah 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 blah, and I was just kind of like, come on, guys. Like I was kind of hoping that like they get her onto the Nomad, and then like there's this big fucking thing that happens, or like she pulls like the 11 from Stranger Things, and like her powers boosted out of nowhere, and like, you know, or like something like that. You know, that would have been fucking like
that's
big
the sequel.
Yeah,
the Ender.
The Ender. Yeah, there you go. The creator, the finisher. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
With that said, I guess we can kind of come into the end of the conversation here. Devin, should people see this movie right away? And what is your final score of The Creator?
I think you should definitely see this movie right away. The cinematography is a spectacle in itself, worth seeing in theaters. This movie is an 8.5 out of 10 for me.
8.5 out of 10. All right, I like it. DJ, should people see this right away? And your score of The Creator?
Go see it right now, dude. Go get a ticket. Have a fun time. It's only 2 hours and 20 minutes.
2 hours 12.
2 hours,
2 hours
15,
12 minutes.
15,
So it's
15.
you can knock it out. Because on the ticket, or when I ordered my tickets, it said 2 hours and 53. And I was like, whoa, this movie's 3 hours.
Whoa, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, it was very weird. But when I got out the theater, I'm like, that wasn't 3 hours.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's 2 hours 15, and you'll get through it, and it's just an amazing film. And if you're looking for a sci-fi kick that's believable and gripping and just absolutely just filled with just beautiful scenes, go see it. And I would get this. This one gets a 9 in my opinion. In my opinion, it's a 9.
All right.
At 9.
All right. Yeah, I think people should see this right away. I think this actually will serve itself better if you experience it in theaters, because this movie's got scale. This movie's got scale, dude. Like from visuals to sound design. Like I would hate for you guys to miss out on an opportunity to experience this on a big
feels
screen.
so nice.
Oh, dude, every time a Nomad bomb dropped, you felt that shit, dude. Like,
I was like, whoa.
The robots running across the bridge.
oh yeah. Okay, so hold on. So that actually that brings up a very very quick point I want to make. Like that was one of the things that like kind of pestered me. It was just kind of like a little bit of like a small like tiny like quirk that I had with the movie. I felt like there was some times where they couldn't decide what they wanted the tone of this movie to be. Where sometimes there was like a humor bit. Including these fucking bomb robot guys that were kind of like, it was an honor to serve with you, General. And then they
It's like, get out there, Clanker. Like, just go.
like that was
They're like, why are you still here? Go.
The goofiest fucking moment ever was seeing these fucking bomb dudes. I was like, this is great, man.
Dude,
This is fucking
after
great,
they
dude.
showed what the first one could do, I was like, oh fuck.
So like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
these guys aren't playing, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
for real, man. And you just like fucking truck sticking people to get into the middle of that cabin, dude. Oh
Yeah.
my god, man. For real, dude.
Just runs through walls. And
Yeah,
everything.
that'd be horrifying. Trying to shoot down
Yeah.
this road, it won't stop. It won't stop. It's fucking scary, man.
Also, the U.S. military using exactly what they're fighting against and
That's
saying
what
they
I'm
hate
saying.
it, but
And
using it to do the same shit.
Inconsistencies, man. There's just like
Well,
some
no,
things
because
there.
they mentioned the AIs mentioned that the U.S. wants to use AIs as slaves instead.
Yeah,
So that's why.
Yeah.
That's why they use like those bots.
right, right. Well,
Like they don't just want to eradicate; they want to enslave and keep them back to like the servants that they once were.
which is it plays into the story very very well. Yes, go see this movie right away. This is going to be an 8 out of 10 for me. There's just like a good handful of little tiny things that bothered me enough as from a writing side of things that I felt kept this movie from being perfect. If they would have just cleaned
Had a-
up some
Had a
of
twin
this
on the back of his head.
I admitted to you I'm not happy with Malignant. Okay,
Wait, you
God
guys
damn
seen
it.
the Death Stranding? The Death Stranding fucking Easter egg? You seen that?
Which one? The baby?
Yeah, the baby.
Yeah,
in the,
Yeah.
that was fucking
the-
cool.
yeah,
That was a cool
Yeah, I
moment,
was
man. That was a
like-
cool
I was like,
moment.
oh, Death Stranding.
That was fucking
Ew,
cool,
bro.
dude.
And
That was
you know-
fucking
you know
dope.
what's really-
Edward.
You know what's really cool about that is the fact if they wanted to make a Death Stranding movie or TV show,
Absolutely
they-
could. They absolutely
yeah,
could.
because-
Prince Edward just knocked that shit out the park.
Oh my
like-
God,
like-
for real.
because you could just get all the same actors. Just get all the same actors.
Yeah, from the game. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. No, so like it had a little a good handful of little things that like I felt that if they would have just focused a little bit more on cleaning that stuff up, this movie would have been perfect. Like this was really, really close to being a 10 out of 10. It just the problems that it had kept me from being like, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is the sci-fi experience of a fucking decade, man. And so unfortunately, like I just couldn't give it that 9, 5, 10 area. But this puts us at an 8.5 as a whole from Good
Yeah.
Kraken officially for the Creator 2023. Boys, we're gonna be talking about this movie for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
like there's some really
Yeah.
really fun conversations to be had about this movie.
I just hope more people see it because like
Yeah.
I want a bigger discussion about it because
I
it is
f-
insane.
I feel like this movie is going to hit the same way that that one movie with Tom Cruise hit when he's like on another planet. Does that sound familiar? I think it was
Fuck.
called like
Is that
Infinite?
Oblivion?
Oblivion, yes, yeah. Where it's a visual fucking spectacle and everyone's going to know about it, but like it just wasn't perfect, and so people are gonna be like, oh yeah, that fucking one dope ass Tom Cruise movie, right? That like it's a sleeper hit. This movie is a sleeper
Yeah,
hit,
this
dude.
is
Like
sleeper.
this
It's
is a
definitely
sleeper
hit.
hit.
I wish it wasn't. I wish there's more talk about this movie.
Yeah, 100%.
I think there will be eventually. It's gonna take some
It'll
time.
come up like a few years down the
know.
line. It's like Gareth Edwards made this movie with $80 million. No,
dude,
how the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
you're gonna see a TikTok
disappointing movie-
video.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I saw someone's tweet literally say the creator is gonna be that movie in 6 years that you watch in 18 pieces on TikTok. I was like, fucking, let's go,
That's
dude.
fucked up. That's fucked up though. That's kind of fucked
DJ,
up. Though.
you should be the first one to make a TikTok about this
Yeah,
movie.
Dude, you know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Nobody is.
I'll schedule a post 3 years from now, like for 3 years from now. Is the creator the greatest sci-fi hit of this decade? Like,
Yep, there you go, dude. There you go, dude. It's gonna be great, man.
They just recently came out with the 5-hour-long director's cut.
yeah, it's like this is the creator just hit streaming platforms for the first time.
Right
you
after
don't want to miss
they
it.
released the new Blu-ray of the 5-hour director's
And
cut.
that's why you should watch the creator.
Right.
Like the
Joshua just found out that AI is a child, and you won't believe what else he finds. Like, it's gonna be like one of those things, dude. It's gonna be so
Yeah.
fucking good, guy. Guys, let's
hilarious.
talk about our schedule for next week. On Tuesday, we have another Good Kraken podcast where we're gonna be talking the best horror game tropes. Gonna get an opportunity to talk about the stupid horror video game bullshit that we actually enjoy. That. Probably they should be straying away from. Next Thursday, we have another Shipwreck show, and you guys know all about that. If you are on our Discord channel and you are a Twitch subscriber, you have access to our Shipwreck submissions channel in our Discord, where you can write into the show. And any question that you want, we will pick the ones that make for the best content and answer them terribly to make for the best videos on YouTube. That's right, baby. That's right. And then next Friday, we have another Splash Damage gameplay stream where we are going to be playing Deceit 2. We got to squad up. So if you guys are, we need 6 to 8 players. So if you guys are interested in playing Deceit 2 with us, give us a message. Give us a message on Discord. Hit us up on there. We'll talk. We'll talk. You know what I'm saying? And then next Saturday, we have another Good Kraken podcast at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be doing our official review of Ahsoka, the Disney Plus series.
I still haven't watched that show yet.
Yeah, I know. You haven't seen a single episode. I know. It's been out here lying to people. I saw all of them like 6 months ago. It's crazy. Good show. Good show.
Yeah. I can't believe Batman showed up at that one point.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts. You see Superman cut that dude in half? It was crazy. Guys, please let us know your thoughts on 2023's The Creator. Let us know if you plan on seeing the movie if you haven't already. And let us know if 8.5 was a good rating for this bad boy. And actually, just kind of nerd out in the comments and replies to us because we obviously enjoy this movie enough. Like, we'll be willing to
The
talk about
Nomad's
this
so
movie.
menacing with the fucking blue laser shit.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
the noise that thing makes. Like,
Oh, dude.
Whoom, whoom.
Cool, dude. It was so fucking cool.
I'm like, what the
Sound
fuck is going
design.
So fucking
sounds-
cool, dude. That part was so dope.
Made me
This
calm, dude.
has been the
Dumb.
Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you enjoyed the show, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics, get exclusive content, and soon have early access episodes before they go live on podcast and video services across the digital sea. Yarg. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there.
Review.
We have to get going, everybody. But until next time, my friends, what am I? Some kind of creator?
Creator? Barely even know her.
God damn it.